Welcome to the Union Weekly Insider. I'm Allison Meyer, and this is the official podcast for the Union Weekly out of Cal State Long Beach. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you what it takes to put together a weekly publication. This week, I decided to take a trip to the Union Weekly archives. By archives, I mean I went to the back of the office and went through a filing cabinet that has been home to the many volumes of Union Weekly issues. One of the things I found most interesting about this blast from the past was some of the headlines our predecessors had left for us to find. The point of headlines is to tell you what the story is about and hopefully entice the reader to continue reading. However, sometimes headlines can be very colorfully worded, and the contents of the actual story may surprise you. To be certain, some of the headlines I read were indeed surprising, and so I decided to share them with the rest of the office to see if they would correctly guess the story contents based solely on the headline. The first headline was English, the Crimes of a Language. Here's what managing editor Bailey Mount thought about the headline.
It just sounds like another opinions piece. It sounds like an opinions piece on how the English language is screwed up, maybe from the point of an international student who is struggling to understand English.
So you think it's more about the difficulty of speaking the language?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate? Or
Well, just 'cause a lot of students, when they come here and they're international students, and English is their second language, but they don't have a full grasp on it yet. That's pretty difficult, and sometimes you end up, in my case, in a Walmart for 3 hours with your Japanese exchange student roommate trying to figure out how to get her a cheaper prepaid phone because the guy only talks in slang terms.
I also asked Sheila Sater, our head copy editor, what she thought the headline might be trying to say.
Is it talking about how the English language is this like westernized, like it's almost like a conquest in itself? I feel like it's gonna it would be like an opinion piece talking about how the English language is also taking over other communities' native languages, and how it's reflective of all the other things that white people do. Sorry.
It turns out that Sheila was pretty close to the correct answer. The headline, English, Crimes of a Language, was an opinion piece from 1982, when the Union Weekly still ran as the Union Daily. The article in question was a fictional interview between the writer and the personification of the English language. The interview itself delves into the aforementioned crimes that the English language has been accused of, such as degrading and wreaking havoc on other races, genders, people, countries, continents, beliefs, etc. The next headline was a bit more lighthearted. The Meatball Head is back in town. This time, I turned to Editor-in-Chief Alex Ramos.
That's brilliant. I'm really nervous because if I get this wrong, it'll just look bad because I'm Editor-in-Chief. But the Meatball Head is back in town.
just don't do worse than me.
Is that about what is that show on Adult Swim called? The Meatball. Why am I blanking out on this so hard? You know what I'm talking about? Is it about that?
I also asked Alexis Cruz, our social media manager. Here's Alexis.
God, what is with these obscure titles? Why? This is so unnecessary. Y'all trying too hard to be edgy. Meatball is back. Meatball is back. Something have had to return, and I hope it's not about a specific person, but at this point it probably is. I was gonna say Subway, but no, that's too specific. Or Sbarro's, but that's too specific because that's food, and I don't know if they really talk about food at this point anymore. Meatball Head. Maybe it's the problem people. I don't know. I really don't know.
Trying to say meatheads?
Yeah, meatheads. That sounds like 2000 slang, yeah. I don't know, man. I hate this. Why are they doing this? I don't know. Final answer is, y'all suck with these obscure titles.
The headline was from a 2000 issue of the Long Beach Union and was in fact about the return of the English dubbed version of Sailor Moon Season 3. This was rather upsetting for Alex.
It's meat buns. They're talking. Oh my god,
They
I'm
call
upset.
Her nickname's Meatball Head.
No, it's not Meatball Head. It's not actually Meatball. Is it in the dub? In the Japanese version, they call her Bunhead, like the meat buns that they have in Asian culture. But that's upsetting. Okay, is there another one?
In the end, I think everyone can agree that the Union Weekly has definitely changed its style of headline writing in the years since those issues were printed.
Thank you for listening to the Union Weekly Insider. To listen to more episodes, check us out on iTunes or any of your favorite podcast apps. New episodes of this podcast drop every Wednesday during the semester. Our multimedia manager is Allison Mayer. Special thanks to our multimedia assistant Brittany Weller, that's me, for additional editing and recording. Music in this episode is from the YouTube audio library. You can find issues of the Long Beach Union Weekly online at lbunion.com and on Medium. Go to medium.com and search Long Beach Union Weekly. Please follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Union Weekly.